Thanks for allowing me to share with you and show you my 1961 Ford Ranchero. The Rancheros, as you may know, were built from 1960 through 1965. And they were very, very well received and drove Chevy's decision to introduce an El Camino. And it was considered a light utility, a kind of a combination of a two-door car with a rear pickup truck variety. Finished in beautiful seafoam green, which was a Falcon Ford color, and that's over Corinthian white, which was also a Ford. It was color. It was completely taken down and finished in a two-stage PPG paint. So the exterior, the interior, the mechanics, the bed were done. It was an open checkbook restoration, not a question of how much or how quick, but only how good. It was, I acquired it from the estate of the second owner, and he put just 460 miles on it before he passed, and that was following a 2-year frame-off rotisserie restoration. Everything was done, the exterior, the interior, the mechanics, the bed, to a very, very high quality. It is equipped with, there have been numerous upgrades during the build: power steering, 4-wheel powered disc brakes, a C4 automatic transmission, an AM/FM sound system, and this Ranchero truly offers the best of both worlds. It offers the original styling of the Rancheros back in the day, along with all late model and fully rebuilt mechanics. In addition to the 4-wheel disc brakes, it has the beautiful chrome alloy rims all the way around, with radial tires, which certainly adds to the handling. I love the line, Sam, on the Ranchero.
This is an emblem that I hadn't seen. The bullhead for
the Ranchero.
The old one.
Yeah, right.
Because we had that white 65.
Yes, you've got a good memory. And as you can see, it's the seafoam green over the Corinthian white with the gray pinstriping, which it has the dual rain guards, the dual side view mirrors. During the build, all of the glass was replaced, all of the rubber moldings were replaced. Again, it was done to a very, very high level. This is the bed, and it was, again, like the rest of the car, done to a very, very high quality, a high standard. And there's a hydraulic bed cover that comes with it. The spare wheel is also on a beautiful chrome wheel, and the spare wheel has never been down on the ground. If you lift up the mat, as you can see, the bed on it is like new.
Well, it doesn't look like it's been used to haul much.
No, there's not been a lot of firewood hauled in this one. We've got the rear tailgate and the down the sides of it. It is as straight as an arrow.
Wow, it looks great.
Absolutely beautiful, and I love the two-tone color combination. Looks like every piece of bright work, both exterior and interior, were triple plated. It's only because every piece was. As you can see, the engine compartment is finished to a very high show quality. It is absolutely beautiful. As you can see, there's a double chamber powered brake system. Power steering makes it an absolute pleasure to drive. It has a 4-barrel carburation with the dual exhaust system, so it runs exceptionally strong. This was a Mustang engine. It was completely rebuilt top to bottom. It's a 302. There's a mild cam in it. It was 30 over, so it is a lot of fun to drive, and it'll bring the kid out in you. As you can see, the inner fender panels, the firewall, you could lick those. They're absolutely show quality, as is the undercarriage. And there are photos of the undercarriage in the photographic portfolio. There's also an aluminum radiator in it, so if it's used on a cruise night or in a show or in a parade, it does run nice and cool. Sam, you pointed out the kick panels, which are not original but were custom fabricated to accommodate the upgraded AM/FM sound system, which fit very well into the dash and did not require cutting up the dash to make it work. There are custom Ranchero floor mats in it. The cigar lighter has been unused. All of the lights and gauges are fully functional, both interior and exterior, and it does have the original manual choke.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. The front windshield, as you can see, is tinted. They called it the Easy C Glass system back in the day. It also has a very high-end anti-theft system under the hood, where you can actually remove a component and take it with you, which will ensure the car will not start without that component. Again, it does have power steering and the 4-wheel power disc brakes, and very importantly, these came originally with a 2-speed Ford-O-Matic transmission. That has been substantially upgraded to a rebuilt C4 or 4-speed automatic transmission, and the 4th gear becomes an overdrive, which makes it excellent for touring. Again, the lights and gauges are all fully functional. This is the switch for the electric fuel pump. Even the interior
Nice.
light
Don't mind this one.
works. Quite often, Sam, the closer you look at a car, the more defects and deficiencies you may identify. This one is the opposite of that. It is truly not as good as the pictures, but much better. You know, if you see the interior, it is the color scheme of the green and white has been carried throughout the car, down to the white piping around the green and white seats, the white seat belts. It's also fully carpeted, a gray carpet, which picks up the pinstriping around the sides. These came with rubber mats new. You can see the white headliner and the white sun visors. But in looking for the for the battery. You lift the carpeting on the rear hatch here. You open that door.
A sliding tray. That's awesome.
And then a sliding tray for the 12-volt heavy-duty battery, which shows you the extent to which the restoration and the build was carried out. When have you seen that before?
I haven't.
Nor have I. Kind of has a mild, throaty sound to it, which kind of brings the little kid out in us.
Take it to the local car show. You need that little bit of rumble.
Yes, exactly. Especially for the Gray Brigade. It does have the original vent windows, which was a good substitute for the factory air conditioning back in the day, and a fully padded dashboard. The front end is by height. It's offers which is fully adjustable, and including the braking system. So it does offer rack and pinion steering and independent suspension, which improves the handling not 100% but 500%. And the height front ends were at the very high end of the suspension systems. The only downside to them is that fully installed with all of the components this has, which are visible in the pictures, you're looking at somewhere in the area of $10K for that system. It runs and drives and handles like a well-oiled clock. The handling is nice and tight, no rattles or in it. The cornering, the braking, and even at highway speeds, the steering is nice and tight, no shimmy or shaking, and when the brakes are applied, no pulling, as you might not expect. Rack and pinion steering just makes it, it feels like a sports car driving. You know, the bed in the back, allows for including your cooler and your lawn chairs and your umbrella and all of that fun stuff.
Again, another beach ride.
Yeah. It is truly ready for show, for tour, for cruise nights, and it gets all of the thumbs up and oohs and ahs anytime out.
We were talking earlier, the color combinations that they applied back then were just so great.
Yeah.
You can't really get away with it these days,
Yeah.
but this looks so Art Deco coloring. See it cruising down Boulevard, Miami Beach.